Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Juice Jr. Road to the Show series. Here on MLB The Show 25. And today needs to be the day that we get called up. We have been here far too long in AAA. And it's about time we need to get called up. So I'm hoping that we do have one more pitching performance here against the Buffalo Bison, which is, I think, this game. Yeah, this game right here on Saturday. So we will have one game pitching in this series, and I'm hoping that we get called up based on that alone, because, I mean, look at our numbers. We're 5-0, 60 strikeouts, a 0 ERA. I don't even think we have a whip. So we are unbelievably good at pitching, and we're not too bad at hitting as well. We haven't been as good as I wouldn't want us to be, but we've been obviously amazing. So, I mean, you can see our numbers right there as it scrolls to the batting stats at the top of your screen. But we need to get called up in today's episode, because if we go another episode where we're not playing Major League Baseball, I'm going to be upset. So let's jump in. We've got a series against the Buffalo Bison. Now, it didn't give me the scenario that it gave me in AA, where it said that the scouts were going to be in attendance to watch our games and see if we deserve to get called up. So I'm hoping that it doesn't have to be that scenario every single time to get called up. Maybe we just get called up because of good performances. But we'll find out. We'll play this series out and see what happens. Obviously, this isn't going to be the only series of the video, so maybe after this series we can get called up or get that scenario where we get the scouts in attendance. I don't know. I just want to get called up to the majors in today's episode. I hope that's what happens. Let's go have a dominant series against the Bison. We have spent far too long down here in AAA, or just the minors in general, I guess. We spent far too long in the minor leagues. We should already be up in the majors by June, but we're not. It's okay. We still got a chance. We still got a little bit of a chance to get called up. That was a big-time RBI double. This one, I'm going to back a little bit to the side. Hopefully he hits it in this direction, and it's going to be right to me. We're going to alligator it, and we are going to send it on to first. We have used a few tokens on fielding. Not too many, but we have used a few tokens on fielding. I'm going to go for that home run, because you know what I be like. I try to be hitting those home runs every single at-bat. It hasn't worked out for me very often, and it won't be on this one either. That'll be extra bases. Oh, diving. That could be a triple. Get there, get there, get there. My first triple. Go, 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 go. 69 speed, and I'm home. There we go. A huge triple. I don't care about the home run. We got a chance for a cycle now, which is something we have yet to be able to get in our career, which would be pretty awesome. So we're 2 for 2. We got a double and a single, two of the harder ones to get out. Now we just have to hit the home run and the single. That's going to be not even a base hit unless I can beat out the throw, but that's a really good throw from throwing it. He was in the air, he threw that. That was a pretty good throw. So we're not going to be able to get, unfortunately, the cycle today. That sucks. It always happens, doesn't it? We come very close to getting a cycle, but it never actually appears to be possible for us. We have to get very lucky. And I thought we were, because we had the triple. We barely get any triples. Usually they're either doubles or home runs. But the bottom of the 8th, that one's the home run. So if we would have got the single on the previous one instead of grounding out to shortstop, we would have had the cycle on that hit. Oh, that's annoying. But we hit a home run off of former major leaguer Amir Garrett, which is pretty cool. Obviously, famously known for his fight that he had against the Pittsburgh Pirates a few years back. But we take a big W. We added a home run. We added a triple. We added a bunch of stats to our stat line here, and we bumped up the average. I had a big battle with the batting average in the last episode, trying to get that thing up above 800 again, because we just continuously dropped, and it was super, super frustrating. So if we can climb that average back up close to 750, that would be pretty good. That's going to be a nice extra base hit into the left field corner. Do not send that man home. Actually, you know what? You might be able to get him home this time. 59 speed. That ball ran all the way to the wall. Yeah, it's going to be a safe at home. It's an RBI double. Usually, they send him home and he gets gunned out by a mile, so I'm glad that actually worked this time. Playing third base again. I wish I could just be a DH. Just let me be a pitcher DH, but they won't let me do it. That's one hot one to third. and it's going to unfortunately get past me. Is he going to go 2? He's got 16 speed. There's no way. I was going to say, yeah. He probably would have been safe, actually. All right, so we go back to the bottom of the third. We activate our perk Inner Peace, which is nice. Always nice to have Inner Peace. And we try to crush a baseball with that Inner Peace. Perfect contact. Perfect. It's over the wall. These huge high walls that we have at our home ballpark. Massive walls. But that's a big-time home run. That will certainly help us out a little bit. We did change some of our equipment in the last episode as well as I dive trying to make that play at third. 77 speed, I would see him going, and he's going to go. Gun him out. Nope, he's going to be safe at second. It's a double for whoever that was, Javon Ward. Okay. But like I was saying, we did adjust some of our equipment. We opened a couple of packages in the last episode, and we got some diamond gear that we added to our players. So we have a few adjustments. We have a new glove, I think, maybe some new sunglasses. I can't remember exactly what it is. And that is a monstrous home run. Another perfect, by the way. That time it's off the scoreboard. The other one didn't go over it only went over the wall. This one goes off of the scoreboard. That's a huge mammoth home run. And we will try to end this game. We've got safety net activated, one of our only fielding perks that we have. That's going to be Tamino! Unfortunate. Can I get him out here? Oh, he's safe? There's no way he was safe. Absolutely no way he was safe. I can't believe I didn't hit that dive. That's kind of crazy. All right, but we're up 4-3. We got to hit another home run here, or at least get on base. I would prefer a home run, but it's going to be a single into left field. Maybe the team around us can rally and get us home. I don't think that's going to be possible. Do we finish with a victory? We certainly do. We hold on 4-3. Nice. We're getting close to our pitcher performance. I think it was like the 6th game of the series, and this is entering game number 3, so we're getting pretty close. Look at the boy. His hitting streak is immaculate. He's got 2 home runs in the last one. And we're starting with a defensive moment. That's rare. We don't usually start with a defensive moment, but Frankie Montas, former major leaguer, is in big trouble. And that's going to be a play at home unless I throw this. No, it's going to have to be a play at home. Oh, he's safe. It wasn't even a good throw by me. Oh, well, that didn't go very well. But Frankie Montas is not a good pitcher, so it makes sense. 3-1. Let's get this bread. Perfect. In front of the center fielder. Bobbles on him, but I don't have the speed to make that around first to go to second. Would have been gunned down by a mile. But a nice base hit to extend the hitting streak. It's always nice to get the hitting streak out of the way early, so that you don't have to panic about it in the bottom of the 8th or something. Trying to get that last hit. That one is crushed into left field. I would be surprised if that doesn't go over the wall. And it will. Another home run to add to the total. We got to be over 40, right? Yeah, 41 with that home run. 41 home runs in about a month and a week, I'd say. Or maybe a month of games, because we got called up at the early portion of May. So I'd say it's probably been a total amount of a month. I don't think that one's going to get over the wall, though. That one felt like it got rocked a little bit too close to the top of the bat. And it most certainly does not go. It's not even a hit. Unfortunate. It's 6-3, though. That's always good. Oh, that one felt pretty good. That's going to be extra bases, a double at least. 59 speed. They should send him around third on his way to home, and they will do so. And that will be an easy RBI double. Easy RBI double. You love to see it. 7-3, top of the 8th. Nobody on. 2 outs. Reed Garrett pitching to Josh Kasevich, whatever his name is. But he's not going to have a hit. He is down. Grounder to third. That is his day done. Amir Garrett back in the mound. I don't know why they put him back on here. He didn't perform very well last time he was out. And he continues to... Actually, you know what? That's probably an out. Yep, that is. That felt like I was going to crush that baseball. I must have got a not good enough piece of it, obviously. So that's kind of sucky. But we do hold on for the victory. We take a 3-0 lead in the series. We are absolutely dominating. But yet, we await the call. to tell us that we are going to get called up. With this pitching performance that we're going to be having, we are going to pass the amount of games that we pitched in AA, because we pitched 5 games in AA, and now we've pitched 5 games here in AAA, but this next game that we pitch in this series against the Bison is going to be the 6th game that we've pitched. Hopefully that's the final game that we pitch in AAA. But if not, I guess we're going to have to deal with it. There's nothing really I can do about it. I can't call them myself and tell them I want to get called up or trade me if you're not going to call me up. That's not how it works in MLB The Show. I wish that was a possibility. I wish you could tell your agent or tell somebody, tell ownership, tell management, whatever you may need to do, to either trade me or sign me a new contract or call me up or whatever the situation is. I wish that was a possibility. Just request a trade. It's a thing in every other career mode you can do in sports. At least it had been. I don't know. It might still be in 2K. I don't know if it is in Madden, but MLB The Show, you can't do it, which is kind of annoying. They need to add that. I feel like a trade request option would be very helpful. If only to shake things up. That ball is mushed. If only to help shake things up in like a series like this. Like, what if I'm on a team like the Mets, like they drafted me, and we win a World Series, and then I request a trade to shake things up and get on a new team before my contract ends? I don't know. I'm also curious when we eventually get to... That ball's crushed as well. When we get to Juice's first free agency in the future, when we eventually get to that first free agency period, I wonder if he's going to sign a bigger contract than his dad did. His dad signed a 10-year deal with the Texas Rangers worth a bunch of money. I forget exactly what the details were. I know it was a 10-year deal, but that's where Juice was born. Juice Jr. was in Texas because of that 10-year contract. So I would be curious to see if Juice Jr. is able to earn more than that. And I might not sign a 10-year deal with Juice Jr. because that was maybe a little bit too long. Maybe we go like a 4-year deal or a 5-year deal just to kind of break things up a little bit. You don't want to be on the same team for too long. But that's in the near future. We haven't got there yet. And we are finally pitching. It's the 6th game of the series. We are 5-0, a 0 ERA, and we have 60 strikeouts on the dot. So we will try to do even better and hopefully encourage management to give us that call and say, hey, Juice, you want to come play for the bigs? You want to come play for the big boys? And I'll be like, yeah, absolutely. Where was this at earlier? You should have called me. And they'll be like, yeah, I know, we kind of messed up. We wanted to see exactly how good you were, and we were wrong. And I'll be like, yeah, you certainly were wrong. You should have called me up when you drafted me, instead of wasting my time down here in the minors playing with a bunch of bums. But that's what has happened. We're playing with a bunch of jabronis, and we're absolutely dominating. I want to play against Aaron Judge. I want to play against Fernando Tatis. I want to play against Shohei Ohtani. I don't want to play against Jonathan Clase. That's not the type of competition that I want to play against. So we got to get up to the bigs somehow. Some way, somehow. If this video has to be 17 hours long, then that's what it's going to be. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to be 17 hours long. But if it has to be over an hour, I guess we'll have to do it, because I really want this episode to be the final one in the minors. I don't want to have to play another video in the minor leagues. Alek Manoah, down here in AAA. It's kind of crazy. He was thought to be at one point the next great starting pitcher, and it just never panned out. He's also massively heavy for a major leaguer. He is huge. He's a chonker, a little chonker boy. But that doesn't really matter, I guess. We're going to try to record out here. Orelvis Martinez will lead off the second for the Bison, and he will eventually strike out, because they all do at some point. I've probably struck out. It would be the word that I'm looking for, or the version of the word. I've probably struck out every single player that I've pitched against at least one time in the game that I've pitched. I can't guarantee that, but I I don't see why it wouldn't be true. I have 60 strikeouts. I've pitched now 6 games, and there's 9 batters in a game, so I've probably struck out every single batter at least one time. I guess I could go back and watch the 5 games and see if that's actually true or not, but that's a lot of work, and I don't want to do that. So we're just going to say that it's true and go on that as fact, because that's usually how I live my life. Slider. Ooh, he swung at it. They always swing at the slider, don't they? They always chase that slide piece, and now they're going to chase the sweeper because they've... Oh, he didn't chase the sweeper. So you know what? For not chasing the sweeper, I'm going to reward you with some cheese. Up in the zone, he couldn't handle it. It's the stinkiest of all the cheeses, and he goes down swinging. We are back to the mound. Javon Ward to the plate. Top of the third. He will get a grounder to second base. On to first, and he actually made it a close play, but not close enough. He is down. I think that's Ronnie Moreno. Moreno. I don't know how to say his name. He was on one of our franchises a couple years ago. I think it was the Mets Legend Series. No, was it the Mets Legend Series? What was it? Was it the? Well, it wasn't the Reds, was it? All those years ago. I think it was MLB The Show 22. I did the Reds because they were the first one that I did. Was it the Reds that I did it on? I can't remember. It's been a long time now. We're in 2025, not 2022 anymore. That's been a long time ago. I don't think it was the Royals, and it certainly wasn't the Padres. So, I mean, it has to be the Reds then. It has to be the Reds, because after the Padres would be the Angels. So, and I certainly don't have him on that team. At least not yet. 1 out in the bottom of the third. We've got to deliver, and I didn't get enough of it. I was early on the timing, and it's just going to go off the top of the bat. We didn't deliver. I asked to deliver, and we didn't do it. What am I doing here? Figure it the F out, Juice. All right, back to the mound. Top of the fourth, Alec DeJesus. Can we strike out Jesus? He's the number 14 prospect in Toronto's system. But guess what? I'm the number 1 prospect in the Mets system. So you're going up against a guy that is much better than you, and you can't handle it, can you? He checked on the sweepy boy. Is he going to check on the slider? He should just swing. And he does. They always swing on the slider. It's too enticing. It is too enticing. Here is Clase, and he sends that to the foul territory. Get there, left fielder, diving, but he could not make the play. That would have been pretty cool. That would have been pretty awesome if he would have made that play. That's going to be on to first, and he'll step on the bag himself for the out. I was there. I was doing my job. Leo Jimenez to round out the 4th inning for the Bison, and he pops that up into shallow right field territory for Ronnie to make the play. And a quick 4th inning. Very, very clean. Very efficient, as you can see by the XP boost, or the XP gain. Martinez leading off. He grounds that to third, and that will be the first out. Expertly done. Perfectly executed, as all things have been. Will Robertson is hitting under 100 this deep into the season. We are into June. He is hitting under 100 average. I think it was was it 0.68 or something like that? 0.068? I can't remember exactly what it was. I know it was under 100. That is absolutely diabolically bad, and he should give up the game of baseball, because that is... You just don't have it. You don't have it if you can't hit overall. If you're not hitting 100 in AAA, well then you're just not good at baseball. You're just not good at the game of baseball. You should just give it up. Go be an accountant or a real estate agent. Go do something else. I don't really even care. It's not my problem. Because I'm a god, and you're not. You're not even close to my level. Even if I was a normal human, you wouldn't be close to my level, so. But I'm not. I'm simply better. All right, I got to step it up, because I screwed up that last inning with runners on first and second. I really had a good opportunity there, and I completely wasted it. I do not want to waste this one, especially because we know that the Buffalo aren't going to get any runs when I'm on the mound. But I'd really prefer to pitch with a lead. It just makes me feel a little bit better. And the only way we're going to pitch with a lead is so I give it to us. And unfortunately, again, I can't get a hit. What is going on with me? I'm so up and down. I'm so hot and cold sometimes. I don't know what it is. I get such inconsistency sometimes at the plate. I never had this with Juice Senior. Juice Senior was mashing home runs every single time. It was almost annoying. we would end games 5 for 5 with 5 home runs. But Juice Jr., he's not like that. Juice Jr. gets out a lot more than I would prefer. And Javon Ward makes it a close play at first, but he is out nonetheless. We go to Alan Rodin, trying to get on base and maybe create something magical for this Bison offense. But we won't let him do it. And you know what? I haven't thrown the knuckleball at all today. This is literally the first time I've thrown it, and it's going to be disgusting. Oh, he actually got a piece of it. It goes foul, but he got a piece of it. You know what? You disrespected me by hitting my knuckleball, so you're going to get the high cheese. And that is a strike 3, as it always is. You shouldn't have disrespected me. You should have just swung and missed on the knuckleball, and we would have been all good. I wouldn't have had to give you the dirtiness. That's going to be a pop-up to the catcher. Maybe. Yes, okay. I thought the catcher wasn't going to be able to get that for a second, but he's able to grab it. We go top 7. DeJesus back to the plate. And he will get a decent piece of that. I mean, it says weak contact, but he got a decent piece of it. It goes for an out nonetheless. John O'Tan Classe. Or is it Class or Classe? Because I know Emmanuel Classe, but I don't know if this is the same pronunciation. It could be, but then again, it could not be. Over the top of the sweeper, couldn't handle it, and maybe he's going to miss the knuckleball. His teammate disrespected me. And he also disrespects me by hitting it into play. So you know what? Next time we see him, if we do see him again, we're going to just hit him in the head. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to hit him in the head. That would ruin my stats because we'd have a runner on base. So we're not going to be doing that. We'll just strike him out like we usually do. Slider. Wow, that slider was super enticing. How did he not go after that? The discipline from Leo Jimenez is crazy. I thought for sure that was going to be strike 2, but he just, he stood at it. He stared and just said, I'm not swinging. And he's not swinging at the sweeper either. This guy's got unbelievable vision and plate discipline. He's going out of control here. But he couldn't resist the high heat. I mean, not many people can. Not many people can resist the high heat. Let's be fair. Okay. At least we got the hit earlier in the game, so we don't have to worry about the hitting streak in this at-bat. But I really like a home run here. It's not going to be a home run. It's going to be a base hit. Yes, it is. Okay. Little base hit. And he's going to go to third? Okay, I might as well go to second then. See if we can get to second. Okay, a little double I shouldn't have had. I didn't think the runner was going to go from first to third on that hit, but he does. And we have ourselves a double. I did see that the team around me did give me 2 runs. And they've given me 4 runs now. So top of the 8th working with 4 runs. What do we got to do? What's the stamina looking like? We're looking okay. Our pitch count is very good. Let's just keep riding. We'll see what they do in the 9th. If this is a quick inning, I would be shocked if they took me out. But they've taken me out in the 8th before, so we'll see what happens. I went soft on that slider, and it got him all mixed up, all discombobulated. And here comes that jabroni Will Robertson. Swing and a miss on the fastball, as you would expect, because he's disgustingly bad. And here comes the sinker. He grounds that to first. I'll make my play, but he's going to step on it himself. All right, and now we go to the final at-bat of the inning. Ooh, and he pops that into center field. So that was a really short inning. Didn't have to throw a lot of pitches. Some quick outs. Did a good job there. Are they going to pull me? They will let me go for the 9th. Finally. Feels like forever since I've been able to go to the 9th inning. They will let me ride, and Javon Ward will get us started with 1 pitch. That's a great start to the inning, especially when I'm starting to run low on stamina. That is a great, great start. We've got the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. It's the perfect 3 order to end the game on. 7, 8, and 9. We'll try to get them down on strikes, but I can't guarantee it, especially with a lack of stamina. You know what? We got to give the high heat. It's worked all day today. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't work again. And it works one more time. Rodin tries to climb the ladder. Couldn't do it. And we have 1 more hitter. Ali Sanchez. That's a grounder to short. 16 speed. And that's the ball game. It's a perfect game. I didn't want to talk. I realized in like the 6th inning that it was a perfect game. I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to jinx it. But it's a perfect game for the Juice. If that doesn't impress the scouts, then I don't know what I got to do. A perfect game. We've thrown a perfect game in AA. We threw it in our first ever start in AA. And then we've thrown a perfect game in AAA. I don't know what else to do. I've done everything I can. We got an interview here. You just pitched a perfect game in this incredible start. How are you feeling? Anytime you're able to dominate like this, you're feeling pretty good. Yeah. I've already thrown one, so I know the feeling already. I threw one in AA. My first ever start in professional baseball. What was your approach out there? I just took it pitch by pitch. Tried to be aggressive. I'm always aggressive. I'm an aggressive guy. That's a big-time win, though, and a big-time play. Oh, yeah, here we go. I realized in the middle innings. That's exactly when I realized in, like, the 6th inning, I realized that we had a perfect game going, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to mention it. You had 12 strikeouts in the perfect game. A lot of my pitches were working for me today, except for that stinking knuckleball. They were disrespecting me in that game. You threw just 66 pitches. I was able to throw a lot of strikes, yeah. I was able to throw a lot of strikes, and they were free swinging. They were swinging at, like, first pitches I threw sometimes. Some people may not be familiar with your performance, before the spectacular performance. I'm going to work hard. Nah, I don't want to work hard. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get wins. I'm going to be the greatest pitcher to ever play this game. We might as well say that, see what happens. I don't think anything bad is going to happen because we said that, but I just might as well say it. Congrats on this historical achievement. I don't think we got a interview in the AA game, did we? When we got the interview? Or when we got the perfect game, I don't think we got an interview. We do earn ourselves 25 tokens for that perfect game combined with the amount of hits that we had. And now we go to the final game of the series. It's kind of funny that... Oh, wait, what? We're pitching again? Huh? Why are we... Wait, what? I'm confused now. Why are we pitching again? We just pitched. Nobody in this team has a hit against me. Why are we... What? Okay, I guess we're pitching again against DeJesus or DeJesus, whatever his name is. I'm not sure why. We just pitched the day before. We went 9 innings. Why are we out here again? This is super confusing. I thought we were going to get a hit to end the series, but I guess we're pitching again against the Buffalo Bison back-to-back days. They really want to work me. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill Juice Jr. right here. We might have to put a lawsuit out on the AAA organization. I guess this is good because we get extra stats and extra tokens, because you always earn more tokens when you pitch than you do when you hit. At least that's what I've found. But this is strange. Back-to-back days that we're on the mound, and we're starting too. It's not like we're in the bottom of the 9th or anything. They brought us in as a closer. We are on the mound and opening up the game. First inning of the day. This is strange. Very, very strange. I've never seen this happen before. I hit the next game. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. We will ride it out. I hope this doesn't kill my energy. I should have looked. I didn't even notice the energy. I would assume it went back to green or went back to full strength, but I guess I'll take a look in the second inning. I don't think this is like a glitch or anything. I think this is just what they scheduled to have us do, which is very weird. That's going to be an RBI double. Much better start to our game than we had yesterday against the Bison. And we are back on the mound. So our energy is, yeah, it's back to basically full. A little bit taken down because we had that first inning, but this is really weird. 2 straight games on the mound. This would never happen in real life, obviously. But it's happening here. I mean, it's good. It adds, like I said, it adds to our stats. It gives us an extra win. It gives us more strikeouts. It gives us a better ERA, a chance to lower our whip, because I did see when I paused it that we had a .19 whip. So it gives us a chance to lower all our stats even more. It gives us more film for the scouts to look at. It's just strange that we're pitching back-to-back days is all I got to say about it. Javon Ward couldn't handle that. And it's another strikeout to add to the resume. We're going to have at least 75 strikeouts by the time we get called up, if this is, in fact, the last series we play in AAA. If it's not, then we're going to have almost 100, I would think, by the time we get called up. Because we had 60 entering the first game we pitched, and we had 12 strikeouts there, so that's 72. And now we're going to be adding however many in this one. which is there, or another one right there. So we're probably going to be adding another, I'd say close to 10 in this game. That's going to be up in the 80s. So, I mean, we're going to be getting close to 100 if they don't call us up. I just want this game to go fast because I wasn't expecting to pitch 2 games back to back. I was kind of hoping we'd get a quick one to end the series, and then, that's not called strike 3. And then we get the message saying we're getting called up or something. That was my ideal dream, but it's not going to play out like that. So we'll just go through. We'll go through the motions, pitch another game, maybe another perfect game. 2 days in a row with a perfect game, that's unbelievable. If you could throw 2 perfect games in back-to-back days. But it's possible. We are good enough to do said things. We just got to get lucky. Get the good breaks, get the good calls from the umpire, which doesn't always happen, and I have to fight them in the parking lot and break their kneecaps. But they learn. They eventually learn to give me the calls. The sweeper he couldn't handle. You never can handle the sweeper, can you? Nobody's able to really hit the sweeper. That's one of my unhittable pitches. It's basically that, the knuckleball, and my high fastball that I throw up in the zone. Those are the 3 most unhittable pitches. You know what? Maybe the slider could be considered a little bit unhittable because when I throw it, most of the time they miss it, like that. They swing and miss. So I guess that would be considered pretty unhittable. Bottom of the 3rd, we're up by 2. And there's a runner on first and second, nobody out. A chance to do some real damage, and instead, it is nothing. It's a liner to third base, and we go right back to pitching. Well, that's a little anticlimactic. All right, at least we already got an RBI double on our first at-bat, so we don't have to worry about the hitting streak or anything like that. DeJesus back to the plate, and he will probably chase this slider, if I had to guess. We activate Pulse Pounder. Hardly know her. And that is a slider, froze him in the zone, and it's called strike 3. Thank you very much. Very, very much. We will try to deliver a nice little perfect game. I think I might go high heat here because we got the Pulse Pounder activated. Seems like we always have the Pulse Pounder activated, and it's swing and a miss on Jonathan Clase. Class. 2 outs in the inning, and I wish these guys would be able to make contact more than they were, or like they were last game, because the innings are taking longer when I have to go 3 or more pitches, try to get them to strike out. Just swing and miss so I can get out of here. Swing and make contact and then ground out to one of my infield guys. That would be a little bit better. That's a strikeout. That's huge. We go top 5th now. Back to the mound. Palmagiani? I don't know what would be the hard syllables in there or not. He's got 35 RBIs. That leads the team. I had 35 RBIs in my second week. So get with the program. Get gooder. Fouls off the sweeper. Stop fouling off pitches. If you're going to make contact, at least put it in play so I can get you out. I hate when I have to battle against a guy who's going to just keep fighting with foul balls. Super annoying. Javon Ward back to the plate. He is 0 for 1 like many of them are. Or I guess all of them are in this game. Here comes the slider. Swing and a miss. And we might as well go high heat and see what happens. And he swings and misses. It's painted very perfectly, as it always is. It's a strikeout. Our energy is now about halfway. I mean, even if we do have a perfect game headed into like the 8th or the 9th, I'd be kind of surprised if they kept me in the game. I guess we'll see what happens. It all depends on probably if we have that perfect game going into the late innings. I'm assuming we will, because we've been virtually unhittable today. Not even really any foul balls. There's been a couple, but there's been like 1 ball put in play, maybe 2. Everything else has been strikeouts. So we have been virtually unhittable today. So I would assume that the no-hitter or the perfect game is going to happen again. And if it does, I'm curious to see what they'll do. Oh, he was super. He was sitting. You were thinking like 150 miles per hour on the speed of that pitch. That's how early you swing at that. Jeez. Or you swung at that. That was kind of crazy. Ollie Sanchez to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He will eventually be 0 for 2 after I throw him this slider and he swings and misses on it. And there it is. Beautiful. Expertly done. And we will go with another man. It's Josh Kasevich. I think it said he was drafted in 2022 by the Toronto Blue Jays, so he is a top prospect. One of the guys they have high hopes for. Maybe he pans out a little bit better than Bo Bichette, who kind of just fell off a cliff. Ooh, he fouls off the slider, so you know what that means. He's getting some stinky cheese. He's getting the stinkiest of cheeses. Oh, he actually made good contact with that and sent it to foul territory. I got this, first baseman. Don't worry. I can do it. I just wanted to be closer to the dugout. All right, we're back up to the plate. Bottom 6. We're actually very close to being under 700. If we get out a couple more times, or maybe even one more time, we're going to be under 700. That is... Can I stretch this to a double? Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, it's a bad throw. Thank God. Whew. If that was on target, I'm out by a mile. Another double. That's my 32nd double that I've hit here in AAA. And we will go top 7. The top of the order is at the plate, or coming up. Here comes the sinker. He gets that into play, and that is good. Oh, good stop by the second baseman. He saves the perfect game. Great diving effort. Usually, we don't have to have the fielders do anything because it's just... is that a fair ball? Okay. Usually, they don't have to do anything because it's usually strikeouts, or simple ground balls. But that time, that was a rocket that he had to make a play on, so I'm glad that he did. Here comes the fastball up in the zone. Strike 3. It froze him. I mean, I'm getting pretty predictable. You got to expect that they're going to be realizing this and adjusting. But they're not. That one's going to save me a lot of time, thankfully. He sends that into right field. And that is another out. We go to the top of the 8th. And, nope, never mind. It's the bottom of the 7th with the bases loaded. This is my chance to crush a baseball. Oh, it's not crushed, but it will be 2 RBIs. I'll take it. 2 RBIs is fine, I guess. Ooh, it almost wasn't 2 RBIs. He almost got thrown out. But it is a 2 RBI single for the Juice. And we will go to the top of the 8th. They will let me ride. All right, I respect it. They're going to let me ride. I really hope this is a quick inning, though, because I do not have much energy left. You can see that the energy is barely hovering over empty. So I barely have anything left in the tank here. I just hope this is a quick inning with not a lot of pitches. I've thrown more pitches in this game than I did in the first perfect game. I'm about to throw 70 pitches. There have been a few more foul balls. I'll be fair about that. So I have thrown a few extra. Kind of annoying. But they want to try to get a hit. They're trying to swing. Oh, great call, ump. Great call. Thank you. I appreciate that. I needed that one. And here comes the high fastball. And he actually got it into foul territory. He didn't just swing and miss. I give him credit for that. But he disrespected me. Devontae Brown comes up. He's 0 for 2. We have reached 70 pitches now. Probably for the first time in a while. And I am getting tired. Well, that's kind of what happens when you pitch back-to-back days and you go deep into each game. You have a potential 2 perfect games on your hand here. We'll see what happens. I'm going to give him the knuckleball. Haven't thrown that very much today, if at all. There's the knuckleball, and he actually got that. That might ruin the perfect game. It does. He dropped it. He blooped it into shallow center, and the perfect game is out. Wow. And then they're going to pull me. They were just waiting for the perfect game to end. That's crazy. He blooped the knuckleball into shallow center. That's absolutely annoying. Why in the world did they pitch me back-to-back games? I'm so confused about that. It's so strange. Does it actually show on the schedule that I pitched both those games? We get 16 more tokens, which is going to be nice to add to the total. Oh, 17 more tokens. So does it actually say I pitched both? I did. Why would they pitch me back-to-back games? That's so strange. I've never seen that before. We have another training day, so we might as well go. Let's go with knuckleball control. Get that up a little bit. Here we are. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. We earned it. Dick Phillips, the manager for the Mets, or the Syracuse Mets. Hey, Juice, are you up? Well, he said Fisher Jr. Hey, are you up? I was about to go to bed. It's late. I was about to go to bed. Let's just say that. The eye roll. Yes, he's going to tell me. No, I guess it must be pretty important you call me this late. Call me up. Don't even go to the scouts. Just call me up. Come on. Instead of getting sleep, you might... Yes! Yes! Wait, you don't mean... Call me up. Call me up. I'm going to the show. Congratulations. You're going to be a big leaguer. That's what I'm talking about. It's about time I get my chance. Yes, I knew that it was going to happen. Now's the time to prove it. The Mets want you in their next game, so you better get going. Oh, we did it. We absolutely did it. Maybe you should give your family a call. No, I don't care about the family. Juice Senior knows the feeling. He don't need a call from me. We got the call. We didn't have to have the scouts come out. They just gave me the call. That's beautiful. It looks like I already got my suitcase packed. Oh, that's huge. We finally got the call up to the majors.
Now we love a good debut around these parts, especially when they're highly anticipated. Welcome in MLB Network, Lauren Shahadi, Carlos Pena, Melanie Newman here with you. One of the best today, a top prospect in the game, is on his way to the show. You were highly hyped coming into the major leagues. What was that like? How'd you deal with it?
Well, you know what? It's fun, right? You get all this hype around you, and you feel like, hey, I have all this support behind me. But the reality is, it's a lot of pressure to live up to. And at the end of the day, you just have to get out there and say, look, I deserve to be here. Now I'm going to put the blinders on, get back to work. Routine is extremely important, preparation, and go play the game you love. Forget about the hype. Go play baseball between the lines.
Well, I know you were probably really intent on, I want to make sure I stand up for this organization, the coaches, my teammates who have been watching me. But this is a big day for the fans and media as well, because you get that top prospect tag. People start to follow you the minute that you enter the professional sport. It doesn't matter what level of the minor leagues that you start your journey on. And so this is the hope. You're embodying the hope of the future of this team. It's a really big one, but it's a really fun one.
Gosh, no pressure. That's so cool. We're all fans, and we projected out that his ceiling is high. We can't wait to see the mark he makes on the sport.
We absolutely did it. We got called to the bigs. We're playing for the New York Mets. Are we getting our locker? Oh, look at the pinstripes. Look at the pinstripes. We're playing for the Mets. Juan Soto looking at me. I don't know who the guy in the back is. I think the other guy was... Oh, it's Coda. That's right. I was trying to think of his name. Juan Soto talking to me. That's kind of crazy. My teammate. Welcome to the big leagues. It's great to be here, Juan. I appreciate you greeting me. Carlos Mendoza, our manager, wants to see you in the office. Just knowing how excited to be here. All right. At this level, it's all about winning ball games. Absolutely. I'm ready to win. I don't lose. So we're a team, and now you're a part of it, so you know it sounds good. I plan to make an impact right away. My debut, I plan to make an impact. I'm talking multiple home runs. I'm going crazy. We're probably not going to play too many games in today's episode that involve the majors. I was just trying to get up here, and now we have. Carlos Mendoza, glad to meet you. Welcome to the show. You ready to win World Series, Carlos? Because we're going to win one. You can count on that. Probably this year. All right, what you got to tell me? It's a big day for you. I know so hard. How are you feeling? This is where I'm meant to be. This is where I'm meant to be. I'm meant to be in the majors. It took me longer than I would have liked to get up here. Hardest part of the journey. Yada, yada, yada. As a top 100 prospect, you're a big part of the future. Yeah, I get it. I'm the number one player. Well, number two. Just remember, it's still the same game. Yep, yeah, I get it. You don't have to give me the speech. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. What really matters is that you don't know that effective. You think I can do that? Yeah, absolutely. I think I can do it. Totally. 100%. 100%. 1,000%. Good. Oh, we get that ×2 token bonus. I forgot about that. That's going to be huge. Perfect. Let's get out of here. Let's stop talking. Let's get to baseball. We're probably going to have some packages to open as well, I would think, right? Here we are. 30 and 36. That's what I'm coming into. Okay, so our first ever Major League pitching game will be against the Tampa Bay Rays. We're not going to play that today. That'll be the first thing we do in the next episode. We're going to play this series against the Nationals, and then we will end the episode. I just want to play in the majors for the first time. And look at the boys. Look at the boys. We might as well spend some perks, or spend some tokens, I guess I should say, for our debut. We should probably go a little bit into Stam. Get a little bit in the stamina. get a little bit faster, and maybe bump up those per nines a little bit. Possibly get a little bit of this up. Oh, we might have to go individual. Let's go individual, and then bump up the clutch a little bit here. There we go. Absolutely. We're going to go into the 70s now. Yes, 71 starting pitcher. Perfect. Got to get that stamina up if we're going to be pitching perfect games. All right, so that all gets spent. We don't have any packages, but we need to help this Mets team. They're 7 games back. We need to help them out. What are we going to be playing? We're going to be playing third base for the New York Mets. All right, I am ready to go. It's time. Our debut. Let's get this started. All right, here we go. We have finally debuted. And we got, you can see right there, I'll hold the picture for a second, ranked as the #1 MLB prospect. So we finally achieved what we were going for, which was to become the number 5 or the #1 prospect. I said number 5 because I looked at my jersey number. We are no longer wearing the number 2. That is taken by some New York Met player. We are now rocking the number 5 jersey, and our 1,000 hitting percentage or hitting average is gone right away on the first at bat. Oh, that's brutal. All right, well, we won't be hitting 1,000 in the majors. That kind of sucks. Is this a double play? It is. Our first defensive performance is a double play, and it's not going to get there. C.J. Abrams too quick. I did get the throw to second, though. And now we got a dynamic challenge. What are we working with here? Hit a home run? Absolutely. My first ever Major League home run. First overall pick in the draft by the Mets, and I'm already in the bigs. Oh, it's not going to be a home run. It's not even going to be a hit. Oh, no, I'm washed. I shouldn't have been called up. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. I'm 0 for 2 in my debut. What is happening? I'm washed as a player. Maybe it's the jersey. It's got to be. It's got to be that freaking number 5 jersey. What is this? Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. It's not going to be a double play again. Luckily, I got it. Oh, man. We are 0 for 2 on the season. This is not the debut the Mets fans are looking for. This is absolutely gross. There we go. Perfect, perfect. I knew I just had to get around on one. Our first career Major League home run, and that's the trophy. Reach either one of the following milestones, first MLB hit or first MLB strikeout. We got it. We did the dang thing, and we crushed that baseball. Put a little stank on it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, birdie. But this Mets team is not very good. We are losing 6-3 to the Nationals. We're under 500. This is not ideal. Trade me. I went 1 for 4 in my debut. Oh no, I'm absolutely garbage. I'm absolutely trash. They're gonna cut me. They're gonna. Oh no, 1 for 4 in the debut. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. We make the debut. Wasn't able to pull out the win. I'm not feeling good after the performance. I wish I could help my team. I should have had 4 straight home runs, but I just didn't get around the baseball. What did this game mean to you? It's great for the world to finally be able to see what I can do. I guess that's a good answer. I don't really like these interviews. They're kind of long. I'm going to keep working to get better. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm already doing. I don't need to get better. I'm already good enough. Thanks for the time. All right, let's play the next game, and hopefully... We unlocked a new perk, though, off the radar. Hopefully the next game goes quite a bit better than the last game, because that was kind of depressing. Our first career Major League home run was acquired in the last episode, or last game. So here we go. The Juice is at the plate. A chance to make history. Really set the record straight and tell the world that I'm here. His father played for the Mets. Juice Sr. did. That's a nice little base hit. That's a nice little base hit. Nice little base knock. Always good to see. Now we're back in the field. Put me at the DH spot. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is a tough spot. This is going to be an RBI. Absolutely, right? I mean, I just got to... Oh, I know I hit the wrong button. Oh, I screwed this up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I screwed that up a lot. I didn't realize the situation. That's my bad. I thought that there was no chance for a double play. I didn't read the situation very well, and I was going to throw to first, but then I changed it once I realized it, so that didn't end well. That kind of sucks. But we move because we are all about hitting. We don't care about the field, even though we want to get at least one Gold Glove in our career. We don't care about the field. We're all about the hits, and the Juice keeps hitting the baseball. It's another home run. We unlocked clear for takeoff perk. We're getting all the hitting perks, as you would expect. Bottom of the fourth. Another chance to swing the baseball bat. Here we go. Obviously, got to try to hit that home run. I love playing at Citi Field because the scoreboard is so massive. It really makes it so simple to see what our stats are. Sometimes those scoreboards are so far into the outfield you can't really see what's going on, but this one's absolutely huge. It's almost unnecessarily huge, but I love it. That's another home run. We keep adding. Oh, we activated safety net. We're going to need it. Activated safety net. Dylan Cruz is up here. Talk about top prospects. Dylan Cruz is also in the majors, but he's going to get thrown out by the top prospect in baseball. Get out of here, son. You don't stand a chance. Back to the plate. We've climbed our average up to 571 with our 3 home runs. And remember, we've still got an opportunity to make the All-Star game. We have to go absolutely nuclear, like we started this game with. We have to go absolutely nuclear, but we have a chance to make the All-Star game. It's going to be tight because we wasted a lot of June getting to the bigs in the first place. So it's going to be very close, but I think there might be a chance. Especially if we dominate pitching. There might be a chance. But we'll have to see. Dynamic challenge. What do we got here? Hit a double or better. Obviously, I'm going for the home run. It's 10-7. The bases are juiced for the Juice. The salami is on the table. And I'm not going to hit the salami, but it will be clearing the bases. Oh, no, it is a home run. It's a grand slam. I didn't think... I'm so used to those minor league ballparks where the ball just doesn't go out of the field, but that is a grand slam. A salami has been achieved. That one did not feel very good off the bat, really. I mean, it felt like a line drive into the outfield for maybe a double. But that is a huge day, especially with that 2 times perk progress. That's a big one. That's what I wanted to do in the first game. That is what I wanted to do in the first game. We will play the next one, and that'll be the final game of the episode where we play the Nationals. We earned ourselves at least 21 tokens, maybe even 22. Yep, 22 tokens, and we got another perk. We got clear for takeoff perk. We're going to unlock all of these hitting perks. Hit 4 home runs in the last game, as you do. We're hitting 667 with 5 home runs, 11 RBIs. That one's crushed into the outfield. It's going to be extra bases for the Juice. Get there. Dig, dig, dig. Oh, it's off target. Or actually it was the cutoff man. And it's going to be a stand-up double. First one of the year. That's nice to see. We've climbed the average up to 700. I wish we were hitting 1,000, but that's okay. That one's absolutely mashed into the outfield. Another home run has been achieved by the Juice. That one's over the stands into the first level stands into the concourse where all the people are getting their food. Somebody's getting a souvenir. They don't even have to be out in the field to do it. That one's extra bases. I don't think that one gets out, does it? Oh, I thought it was about to. It almost looked like it was going to. This one's going to beat a second, but it's going to be off target. Another double. Now we're starting to heat up. We are really, really starting to heat up now. It's happening. Another dynamic challenge. What you got for me? Driving all the base runners? Absolutely. It's another grand slam opportunity. The salami has once again been on the table. And it might have just happened. Another grand slam. Oh, yeah, we're making the All-Star game. We're going to be too undeniable. 2 grand slams in 2 games. We are undeniable as a player. It's 12-1. I started a little slow in the debut, but we have really picked up the pace here. And we are just mushing baseballs. It's mashed potato season out here. This is what I wanted in AAA, but we weren't getting as consistently as I would have liked. And that's another just crushing defeat to the Nationals. They will just get absolutely stomped Huge victory. And that will be our episode done. We finally did it. We achieved what I didn't think was actually going to happen, and we got called up to the bigs. Finally got called up. We earned ourselves a package as well that we can open. That's how we'll end the episode. 786 batting average. We've got our hit streak going. We're 5 for 5 with 3 home runs. We've hit a bunch of home runs in this series so far, in this 3 games. And next episode, we will have our first ever pitching game against the Tampa Bay Rays, so that's pretty cool. But let's go open that package and end this episode. We have new perks. I mean, we're getting very close. There's actually a lot more perks than I thought, but we're getting close to unlocking all of those batting perks. We don't have any base running perks, but that's because we haven't done any base running situations. We'll probably do some at some point once my speed gets a little bit faster and I can actually deserve to steal bases. All right, let's open this package, see if we get anything cool. Probably not, but you never know. Open all of them, and we got a lucky coin, but nothing too crazy. We pretty much have all that stuff already, or at least versions of that stuff. So no cool stuff in the package, but we will spend... you know what? I'll keep those tokens. I'll keep those tokens just in case I want to add some more stuff. Yeah, this doesn't change our attributes at all, so we might as well just keep the Adidas. And I don't think we have anything new. Oh, we have the ritual. Oh, the lucky coin, that's right. All right, so get rid of all those notifications. And I guess we could take a quick look at the All-Star game and see if there's a chance. So All-Star voting, we haven't done anything in pitching just yet. Oh my God, Matthew Boyd's 10-1 with a 2.42. He's killing the game. Pitching's going to be a little crazy, but as for third baseman, have we at least made it into the running just yet with 3 games? No, we haven't. We probably haven't played enough games. I think you have to have a certain amount of games to be able to get into the All-Star voting. Although, I mean, these 2 guys have played 8 games and they've made it in, so maybe you don't have to play a certain amount of games. We'll check as it goes. We will continue to keep monitoring the progress, but we are into June, so we have the rest of this month and the 2 weeks before the All-Star break to be able to make it to the All-Star game. Now, we most likely will play in the Home Run Derby and we'll play in the Futures game. Actually, I don't know if we will play in the Futures game now that we're already in the majors. We probably won't, actually. So we have the Home Run Derby possibility, and we have the All-Star game possibility as well. So we have about a month of baseball to get into All-Star category. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a challenge, but I think we can do it. We finally made it to the majors. We got called up. It only took, 7 episodes, something like that, to get up to the bigs? But it was worth it because we are here and we are never leaving again. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.